We're back. Happy Tuesday.
We've been smashing it today. Another day. Another probably about 400 trout autos done today, which is great. We still have about 150 to go. I think there were, something like that. Anyways, here we are. And I was kind of trying to decide what I was going to do on the stream tonight. I had a couple ideas. I've got a couple stencils that I need to cut, and I've got some stuff I want to paint. I think I'm going to do that tomorrow night. Tonight, I just want to chill and talk to you guys. So, be very interactive. I want to do a brainstorming session about a handful of different things. Some Project 2020 related, some not Project 2020 related. So, yeah, and also, like, if you guys just have questions and stuff, we can take this in any direction you want. I don't think it'll be a particularly long stream tonight because I actually do want to try and sign the other 150 trouts tonight. Signing doesn't take too long, but signing them, letting them dry, flipping them over, numbering them, putting UV codes on, flipping them back over, putting the case on, putting the sticker on, it's a lot. We still have Matt and Nick and Andy, who have been awesome this week, and Tony was here earlier today. We've kind of been all hands on deck trying to get these trouts processed so that we can get them out the door as quickly as possible to all you guys that bought the autos, which is awesome. There are still some auto tiers left. I don't remember which ones. I gotta look. I can tell you this though, the blues. Are the blues sold out? No, they're not. Okay. So there are some blues left, and the blue autograph looks awesome. It just really pops from the card. If you guys saw any pictures on Twitter, I'll actually ask Matt. Matt, can you bring a blue auto in here also, please? What's up, Tess? Donna, Eric, Tim, Nick Ross, how you doing? How's the Las Vegas thing coming along? It's fine. Honestly, we haven't made like a ton of progress on it. Andy and I had a great trip. We saw some spots that we liked. Some of those have already sold, but we didn't see anything that we had to have, which is good because we're not quite ready. Part of the movement, part of the reason to go to a place like Las Vegas, besides some business advantages, is the real estate's a lot cheaper, and I would like to buy a house there, so I'm not paying a ton of rent here in studio and in apartment and all that stuff. So for the same amount that I'm paying in rent across my studio and apartment, I could have a pretty awesome place in Las Vegas. And so that's kind of the goal, but it's like also we're not in a rush. So that's how it's going, Nick. Also good to see you, man. We haven't talked in a while. Appreciate you tuning in. What's up, Dad? How you doing? Tess, Todd. Let's see here. I lost your voice yelling at the TV. Nice. Yeah, how's it going, guys? What's up, Grant, Octavio, Donna, Mike, Ryan? How's it going, Gags? Yeah, so that's kind of the Vegas thing. Trout's going awesome. I'm going to show you guys one of them that Matt's going to bring in because the blues look really sharp. The color just pops so much on the card. Let's see here. When will the Willy autos go on sale? Asked Video Buster. So that's actually one of the things I want to talk to you guys about tonight, and that's why I'm repping the hat. Now that I have trouts in hand and they will be out the door by the end of this week, I would be comfortable launching the Willy autos. So I just wanted to give Topps a little bit of time to catch up. I know it's been a long time since I released an auto card, and that's okay with me. I'd rather be patient than keep people waiting for a long time. Did you see my note about a blue trout? No. He's got his hands full. At some point during the stream, will you go get one? Because there are blues left, and they look gorgeous, and I just want to show them. Actually, if you want to bring maybe like one of each color, or whatever. Sure. Yeah, Mike. So you got your shipping notification. So Mike, I'm not sure if you mean from Tops, because I know Tops is still getting some of those out the door, or from us. So from us, one thing that we started today, Tony's focused on, is printing out the shipping labels, putting them on boxes, and getting the boxes all ready to rock. And then on the other side of things, Nick and Matt and Andy are helping process the actual autos themselves. Once we finish those, then they go in the box and they get out the door. So I think we printed about 150 shipping labels today, and we put them on the boxes. And so either tonight or tomorrow, we're going to start putting the actual trouts with the COA and the custom painted boxes into the shipping box. We're also changing the way that we're delivering autograph cards, in the sense that before we were using bubble mailers, and I've seen that most of the time they get there fine. I have seen times where the boxes get messed up because they're in the bubble mailer, even though we still put them in the bubble wrap, or the COAs get wrinkled, and so we're shipping them actually in the same type of box that we shipped the fanny packs in. So it's like a 10-inch by 7-inch by 2-inch box. So that'll help protect the card, protect the box, protect the COA. So that will be great. So anyways, if you got your shipping notification, it just means that we printed out your sticker today. We're going to be stuffing those boxes tomorrow. The first batch of trouts will be out the door, like to the post office tomorrow, which is great. Oh yeah, Eric, show us your prize. Okay, I'll message Matt to do that too. Also grab the trout auto from my desk in Q1. Please. Heart. Okay. And he walks in immediately, so he did not see that text. No. Eric wants to see the trout autograph that we got, the actual,
yeah.
Because I showed it briefly last night.
Gold, silver.
Okay.
Silver,
yep.
gray.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. The Yaki. Great.
Orange. You want me to
Okay.
grab a white too?
Sure.
All right.
Let's show them all.
Where is the trout card?
It is on my desk in Q1, kind of near the back middle of it.
Okay.
Yeah, among all the other piles of cards.
Okay.
Basically, it's true. Oh yeah, Grant, you are up here, but it's kind of being blocked right now, so we got to swap this out. So check that out. That is super sick. So this got a spot on the shelf, but we can't have you behind the pipe, so we'll put it up here for now. There's that. All right, Yaki. Yeah, Yaki does sound legit right now. All right, I'll start showing you guys. So we have the gold, 1 of 1, spoken for. The silver. So the silver pen that I use is like metallic, so it shines. So that's number 1 of 5. Also spoken for. The grays, similar. They are similar to the silver. However, the paint pens, the Posca paint pens that I use are matte, so we don't have the same shine. Let's see if I can do a side by side. If you guys can see the shine on this, it's really hard to do. Okay, without giving you guys glare, the shine on that autograph is one thing that distinguishes it. So these ones are out of $1.99. Let's see. I'm not sure if there's any of these left. Let's see here. Where's my mouse? There it is. Okay. Yeah, the grays are sold out. Now, we did have, not a ton, but we had some returns. I've tried to be understanding with people if they make a purchase and decide they can't afford it or change their mind, especially when the trout card took so long from shipping from Topps to get to customers, including myself. So we did do returns on Trout. We allowed those. We've taken some, and those have not been put back into the inventory yet. And so they will be added back into the inventory. Great, white, nice. Those ones will be added back, so I think we will have some of these grays out of 199. Tony and Tess eventually are kind of going to be managing that. And if you're interested in a color that's showing is sold out, you can email Tess at blakejamieson.com and we can start a wait list for that as well. Okay, let's do the other colors. The Yaki. So this is teriyaki. I actually think it's really cool because there's that one's out of 49. There are definitely some of these left. I thought the teriyaki was cool because Mike Trout loves chicken teriyaki from Subway. Believe it or not, he'll go to Subway and get 2 foot-long teriyaki chicken subs and eat them both for one meal, which is pretty awesome. And at least the one article that I read said that it's his favorite meal, so I thought it was relevant. I also thought it was fun because it's not a color that I'll do on any other card, any other player, unless I find out that someone's like a big teriyaki fan. Or let's see, I guess like Padres has brown in their team colors, right? So I could do like a Tony Gwynn potentially brown type of thing.
A little bit different.
A little different. Yeah. Different shade. But anyways, I thought that one was cool. The whites are of 99. I think the white looks nice. Pops a lot. Whoops. With the white cards, I label them on the back in black because white wouldn't show up. Everything else is labeled on the back with the same color that the card, is signed with. This orange, I think, is awesome. The last time I used this fluorescent orange was actually on my Nolan Ryan card, which is my first card. But it just, it really I don't know. I think it looks rad. I'm really a big fan of this orange marker. It's like fluorescent. So that one is 27 to 27. That's a good one. I wonder who has that coming. That one's sold, I believe. I know that one is sold. Let's see. Are there oranges left? Yeah, so same thing. Oranges show sold out, but I'm not sure. We might have had a return or two. So we might end up having a couple of those left. And then the one that I wanted to show you guys the most, besides the Mike Trout auto, is this blue. The blue just really pops off the card a lot. I think I like all the autos like they're my children, but if I had to pick a favorite child, this would be it. I just think that the blue works really well. It contrasts the color of the card, pops off really well. I think it looks awesome. So that's 149 of 149. And then this one, also signed in blue, a little skinnier blue, but it is the Mike Trout auto, which was this is number 2 of 10, which is very cool. I've seen a couple of these surface. Number 5 of 10 was pulled, and number 6 of 10 just popped up on eBay, and I already have one, so I'm not in the contest for getting that on eBay. I'm not gonna bid it up, but I'll be really curious to see what it goes for. I think it's really cool. So a couple fun things about this card. Number one, it's hard to tell without, because I have autos on mine too, but here on the card, they actually made it, they printed the card lighter. It's got it almost like a white gradient over it, and that helps the blue auto pop off of the card even more. And so if you see on-card autos in general, at least tops that I've seen, they'll do the same thing where they'll print almost like a very light white kind of gradient, and then have the auto on top of it so that it really pops. Try and give you guys some good screenshot material. Anyway, so that's really cool. I like. Also nice, as you guys have probably seen on Twitter and social media, there are some centering issues with this card, and I wish I could tell you that they were few and far between, but we got a lot of cards and we have a lot of off-center cards. So I am trying to, if people get really poorly centered cards, if they want to trade me for something that's better centered, I will happily do that for anyone. One each, just because there's probably more people that want a centered one than I have. But I will do one each per person for free, just to swap. And I'll do my best to give you something that's better centered than whatever card you send me. Anyways, the point of that is this particular card that I got is fairly well centered. Tiny bit to the right, and a tiny bit to the top, nudged. But like really, I don't really care. I think it's just rad that I have this. Mike Trout signed my card, so he saw it at least once, which is awesome. And also, number 2 of 10 is pretty cool. Number 1 of 10 would have been cool, 10 of 10, but every number's cool, so all numbers matter. But yeah, this is super rad. Definitely a PC card. Faux life. Yeah. Oh yeah, the other thing I was going to show you about that is on the back of the card. So if we look at the backs. Okay. So you'll see at the bottom on this one, the Trout one, there's extra text at the very bottom, and it's hard to read, but it is like printed. It says Topps certified autograph issue. The signing of all Topps autographed cards is witnessed by Topps representative to guarantee authenticity. So that's pretty nice. Another good thing about the Trouts that I really appreciate, the Topps did, like they said, is they're not in snap cases. They're in real magnetic cases. And Topps is now putting the cases into plastic baggies inside the box. From what I can tell from the cards that I've gotten, that has drastically helped the condition of the cases. By the time they show up to us, they're sharp looking. We haven't really had any cases that are like deep cat scratches like we'd seen in the past, right, Matt?
Correct.
Yeah.
Much better.
Much better. So we still are replacing some cases, but it is nice to get a batch of cards where we don't have to literally replace every single case. Like that happened. Maguire's all came in snap cases, so we put them in the one touches. I did notice on here though, I wonder how many of these. Okay, that one's 130 point. This is a BGS that I got from BCW that I got from Topps. I just noticed it's 180 point. But it doesn't feel like it shakes that much. I don't think they printed, maybe it does a little bit. Anyways, I did notice, so this is a BCW case that I got from Topps, and it looks to be a 180. But honestly, I would take a 180 one touch over a 130 snap case, like literally any day of the week. It's great. Yeah, that one's 130. That one's 130. That one's 130. That one's 130. Okay, so maybe this is an outlier. This is 130. Okay, what about this one? 180. Okay, so I have two 180s and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 130. So that's it's not bad. I'll be checking those actually now. We should check that. Did you notice that some of them are in 180s? The more you know. The little rainbow.
Yeah.
That's okay. We'll sort it out.
I did notice that some of the cases are too big for the cards, so I guess those are the ones.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, what's up, guys? Oh, nice. You're active in the chat. Let's see. I hope someone on the stream gets the gold. I really hoped that I was going to get the gold of that one because it would just be such a cool thing to have for my PC. I do hope that whoever gets it's willing to make a deal and comes to me first instead of going to eBay. But people are going to do whatever they want to do. So that's okay. Okay, so back to the brainstorm. When do you guys think that I should do the Willie Mays autos? The soonest I would do it, for me feeling comfortable about it, is after all the Trouts have already been shipped. I don't want to make people wait any longer for the Trouts. That is 100% the focus of everyone. on the team, all hands on deck. Even Andy the accountant is literally like flipping cases and stuff, which is awesome. So when do you guys think I should do the Willies? I know that Topps they told me that they were going to be completely caught up in terms of like ship times by the end of August. It is August 11th. I just got notifications for cards 103 and 104 today. So that's encouraging. If they're over the hump of the Trout, that was a really big print run. And if you look at like the next 30, 40, 50 cards, the print run is a lot lower. And so we're going to be able to get through those faster if they have as many cases as they have told me that they have. So that's great news. ASAP, okay, Octavio. Jason Eggert says in hand, so we're getting two completely different sides of the spectrum there, which is fair. I'm also really open to you guys, to your guys and girls' thoughts on how many I should sign, and what you guys think I should price them at. I think that didn't get your Willie Mays yet. Well, no one's, at least if you mean my Willie, no one has gotten that yet. We just got the Trouts. The week before you think they'll ship, Matthew Burke. That's tough to guess, but fair. Krista says whenever works best for me. Well, I'm here asking you guys. I want to make everyone happy. I know that's impossible, but I'll do my best. So, when does the Griffey launch on Topps? You would base your answer on that. So Griffey launches in 9 days on August 20th. And I was working on that a little bit today. For some of you OG Team Hot Plate people, you saw I did a stream a while back where I painted a Griffey, two different variations of a Griffey, kind of in like purple tones. I think those are awesome. I'm glad that I did that. But I'm going to do slightly different version for the actual card that goes to Topps, which is awesome that I've had like 2 months since I painted my last Griffey test run, and so I've gotten to get feedback from everyone and see other cards too. I want to make all the cards cooler and cooler if I can. Yeah, no Willies have shipped to your knowledge, ENN Sports Cards. Yeah, they have definitely not shipped. We are about, Willie was, 118? Is that right?
Yeah, I'll check.
I think Willie was card number 118, and so if they're shipping 103 and 104 now, I'd have to look at the print runs to kind of get a guess, but I would say it's a couple weeks.
143.
143 for Willie. Wait, what was... Oh, that's right, because Mariano. So the Mariano cards, which are on the website currently, I had forgotten about that. Yeah, so Mariano was card... I don't know. Was Mariano card 118? Oh, Rivera was 117. Yeah. Yes, I see some of you guys asking about the backwards hat for Griffey. I am planning on experimenting with that. I was hoping that I would be the first one to do it. Mr. Cartoon did it. I think he did a great job. I ordered 5 of those. Is what it is. I've been pretty vocal for a long time, at least within like you guys telling you that I wanted to do the backwards hat. So I still think I will, at least kind of to test it and see. What's up, Jackson? You're rocking your fanny. I'm rocking my fanny too. Look at that. Very cool. He's rocking his fanny. Yeah, my sister sent me pictures of Jackson and my niece Aubrey wearing their fannies, and it's awesome. Excuse me. Once you get the shipping notice from Topps, yep. Wow, Andy got the shipping notification for 105 and 106. That's awesome. Yeah, so the Rivera card I had forgotten. About. The Mo card was after Trout but before Willy. So maybe we'll wait till those ship. What's up, Kyle? Thanks for dropping in to say what's up. I appreciate that very much. Greg Kreindler's here. Awesome. What is up, Greg? Yeah, it's 140 something is going to be a ways out to ship, so I'll probably wait on those. Test until after Mo goes out. Yeah, that's a good point. I was thinking in my head that Willy was the next card after Trout, and I've forgotten about Mo, who's also rocking a fanny. Yeah, no name on Frank Thomas, Jason Egger. I know, man. I wanted to do the same thing. I was so excited about that. Who did that? I think Keith Shore did no name on the front of Frank. I probably still will too, just to give a nod to that rare version of the card. But we shall see. Wow, Mike, you haven't gotten 91 through 96. That is a bummer. Wow, Jackson, that's a great idea to put cards in the fanny packs. I think that's an awesome idea. That's right. Yep. Any idea on Koufax? Good question. Honestly, with Griffey being my next card and not finished painting yet, I'm kind of just like laser focused on that. I am going to do all my cards vertical. So I think the Koufax was one of the ones that was horizontal, right? Matt's in the zone.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it was that and what, Clemente? Yeah. So I'm going to do them vertical. I do have that thought. And I had kind of gone back and forth about that decision because I didn't want to, if somebody had like it was just doing a Koufax set and they were all horizontal and then mine was the only vertical one and I was messing up that vibe, I wanted to try and respect that. But now that we've seen people do horizontal cards vertical, Mr. Cartoon did his Mark McGuire card horizontal. And, that one hurt a little bit because I was already planning on how I was going to display it. Now I just got to come up with a little bit different layout, which is fine. I like every artist should do whatever they feel is best. Anyway, so that's about as I've thought ahead on Koufax, is that it will be vertical. Let's see what else we got. Oh.
You don't know your next card after Griffey, right?
I do not know my next card after Griffey. I wish that I did. It would be nice. I have gotten a lot of progress on my Doc Gooden card, and so I could probably, I could submit that card to Topps, and then they would probably print that next. I don't know that for sure, but could do that. It's still crazy to think that we're only halfway done with the project. Ted Williams was my 10th card, still 10 to go, and that's a lot more fun, which is great. Let's see here. Other things I'm thinking. We have, my dad has been killing it working on a new website. It's going to be blake.art. Very excited about that, and we're finalizing it. We're going to launch that pretty soon. I think actually when we do the Maze autos, we'll probably launch it on the new domain, and that'll be a good test of testing the site with traffic, getting all the processing orders, making sure all the automations are set up with Shippo, which we print our labels through. So you might have to, if you're planning on buying the Willy, might have to bear with us a little bit. I think the site looks awesome. It's actually live right now. If anyone wants to check it out and send feedback, they can. But I'm very excited about the direction and appreciate all the hard work that my dad has done putting it together. Let's see here. Grant, you would guess all 20 of you here end up with all of you here end up with all 20 cards. I hope so. I definitely hope so. Yes, Mike. It sounds like the million cases were ordered from BCW. That's correct. We are getting a lot of BCW cases, which is, like I said, great compared to some Snap cases I've seen in the past. Yeah, so that's the domain. It's in the comments. Any feedback's appreciated. Just know that it's still working, work in progress, and it's going to be super dope. And we will, when we launch the Willy autos, we will launch them on that new site, and we'll give it a good test. Let's see, 2.5 to 2.7 million Topps Project 2020 cards, and we're all said and done. Seems like a lot till I looked up what the junk wax era PRs were. I would be curious, Scott Dietz. I would love to know what those are. If you know them handy, what that era of cards were. Yeah, who is going to be the first to buy from the new site? That's a great question. Maybe we should do something special for whoever the first person is. Also hats. I've been getting a lot of. Let's see if I have any in my hands. No, I don't have any here. The hat that Tony just put up a picture wearing his hat. I've been wearing them mostly. They're nice snapbacks that I'm super happy with. Let's see here. I just put them on the Pro Athlete Portraits site, and I added a bunch of new colors. So I'll put that right here. So like people were asking about, there we go. So that is the hat link. Yeah, we added a bunch of new colors. Those are ready to rock. We've got like Dodger blue now. I wish that I had more color combinations that match teams. The one that you guys saw Tony wear is kind of this dark navy blue and red. It kind of looks like the Braves to me. Brian, still need Nolan and Donnie. Well, you're in good company, man. Everyone here in the chat are probably the most likely people to have duplicates for trade. Sadly, I'm very short on all of my early cards, and I've actually been buying them whenever I can find them for a decent price, because at the end of all this, I'd like to have some complete sets in different ways that I need more cards for, and I don't have enough. Grant, you'll buy a hat if you get fitted or flex fit for sure. So that is in the on the list of goals. Definitely not an immediate priority, to be honest. But I'm in the same. I would love a hat like a fitted hat like this with my logo on it. Would be very, very cool. Let's see here. Been away for a while. I was wondering if Auto Month is still planned or if things changed up. Sorry in advance. Been asking many times. No problem, Fludza. So you can email tess@blakejamieson.com and we'll get you sorted. We're taking autos now anytime. We are asking for people to send hopefully at least 5 different cards to sign, different players. And I am signing 2 free black autos per person per player. So I don't want you to send me like 50 Trouts to sign all 50. I will sign 3 Trouts because Trout had such a big high print run. And then beyond that, we are working on a system kind of like some of the other artists have done with mail-in autos, where you can mail in and you pay something and then I'll sign it in black. So you can get your first 2 of any one player for free. If you want more than that, it will work out a deal. Anyways, you can send in the cards now. Hopefully, if you have them all, that should be 6 cards in hand. It would be great if you could do all of, like, basically, the fewer amount of packages you can send me. If you want me to sign all 20 of your cards, the better. So that's basically what I'm going for. Let's see here. Nice, Matthew Burke down to trade for a Nolan. He makes real wood frames for any card. His wood frames are sick. He did like a walnut frame for the Mark McGwire card, which is super dope. And before that, he sent me another walnut frame that was on a Tony Gwynn, like a commemorative kind of, 25 years little kind of was like a relic card, but not like an actual game used thing. So those are super cool. Yeah, got your, let's see. Yeah, you got your black snapback. That's awesome. Yeah, I think there's some fun colors. There we go. Tess put it up there. Email tess@blakejamieson.com. She'll give you the address and the details. Christmas is going to kill me with mail. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. That will be wild. But I'll be sending out a lot of stuff too, so it'll go both ways. That's for sure. Roman, you need to find a Mattingly and a Jackie to trade for. We should do I guess plenty of the trade little discords and groups and stuff exist. Frank Murphy, how you doing, man? Ocean City, New Jersey, nice. Yes, I landed a Trout auto and I happen to have it right here. Pretty dope. I like it, and that's number 2 of 10. So I feel very fortunate to have that. Definitely in the PC. If I hadn't pulled one, it would have been really tempting to try and pick one up on the secondary market, either buying it or trading for it. Now I have one, so I feel good about that. The other thing that we were showing Frank is the autos, because I've been doing my own, and I just think these blue ones came out so cool. Very clean, nice looking auto, I think. Yeah, Frank. You know what's funny, Frank? I was one of the things I was going to brainstorm tonight, because we were doing a brainstorm session. We've been talking about a bunch of different stuff. When to release the Willie Mays autographs, the new website my dad's building, Blake.art, new hats in new colors, which are linked above. Will you actually write down? We should send Frank a hat. We'll send you a hat, Frank. Matt Costello is here. He is sitting right across from me at his computer, and he's going hard in the chat. Bodybuilder Matt. Nice. Anyways, Frank, one of the things that I was thinking of maybe talking about tonight is, at some point, I would really like to draw and illustrate and write a children's book. And I know that's your jam. So I was going to brainstorm if anyone had an idea for characters. I have a couple. I have a little sketchbook that I've been neglecting for a super long time and just started picking it up again. I would love to have my own characters that I could incorporate into my art. I think the sports portraits is awesome. I love it. I'm so grateful to be in this spot that I'm at. Literally, this chair is I'm so lucky to be sitting here. But ultimately, if I think about in the long term, I'm the licensee. So I have to license something from the MLB or from NBA. That's great, but if I want it to be a crazy successful business that impacts generations, I think I'd be much better off if I was the licensor and I had my own intellectual property that I could license to other people. So ultimately, that's one of my goals, and that's not necessarily the reason why I want to do the children's book. I just think a lot of my friends have kids. My sister has kids. I think it would be a really fun way to expose more households to my art if I did something that was really kid-friendly like that, and still fun. I think about the Lego Movie is one of my favorite movies of all times. Same with Despicable Me. I love cartoon movies. And what I love about what those franchises have done is they've made something that's super fun for the adults and engaging, but really fun for the kids too. And I'm hoping to kind of do something like that with my own art, with maybe a children's book. So we could talk offline too. I definitely want to. I've got some questions for you, and it won't be just a brain picking thing. It'll be I'll come prepared. I've got some questions, more kind of on the publishing side, but yeah. So anyways, long story short, if any of you guys here in the chat have ideas for cool characters for a children's book, feel free to let me know. Colonial Pile by 10 copies. Thank you. I appreciate that. That would be cool. Yeah, Frank says, I actually think you could create a kick-ass picture book that focuses on a historic moment along with creating a series. Yeah, it's awesome. I think that would be that'd be great. Do a book with MLB baseball team mascots solving a baseball mystery. That could be cool. Could be a series, just an idea to build off the project. So I super like that idea. We're kind of going back to the licensor problem of then I have to get licensing for the mascots and stuff, but not impossible. But could be cool, like inspiration too. My dad says, I bet you didn't know Grandpa Jay wrote a children's book illustrated by Grandma Jamieson, Silly Zilly Zebra. His ears twitched and his stripes switched. That is awesome. I hope we still have a copy of that book somewhere. I would love to check that out. Let's see here. That is in the card pull, but there is one on eBay. Yes. Thank you, Frank. I really appreciate that. Max the Mouse children's book, I think, would be a great idea. That would be awesome. I love that idea. Let's see here. What about a Little League baseball team with kid versions of the Project 2020 players? Also a fun idea. Definitely ties in with the baseball stuff. The summer at the ballpark, kid style. Okay. Baseball mascots, Wally. I like this, guys. Keep it coming. Do any more painted baseballs? I haven't, but I did just get in I think I got 20 official Major League Baseballs delivered yesterday. So I'm going to lay those out. I'm going to paint them soon. Priority is getting these bad boys shipped out to you guys. So until this stuff is done, I will not be painting baseballs or really anything. But with all of the amazing help that I have, it really shouldn't last that long. Yeah, should be, like I said, out the door by Friday, which is awesome. Let's see here. Amazing Hall of Fame. Mr. Jamieson, are you a hand talker too? Am I a hand talker? Am I? I don't know. I'm more like a leaner, and I do a lot of this, I know. I like to show this tattoo. I like looking at this tattoo. So I'll like be sitting like this and be looking at it all the time. Anyways. Okay, let's see here. Your son just went to Little League World Series. Wow, that's awesome. Mr. Bacardio, that is very, very cool. Congratulations. I bet that was super fun for you to watch as well. Got to be proud. Backyard baseball themed. I like that. Kind of some Sandlot vibes. I could dig that. Let's see. Oh, Greg got an idea. Let's see. It says with the Warhol Foundation of Warhol. Let's see here. Where is it? Picture book about a young Andy Warhol. That would be awesome. That would be really fun to do. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm a face rubber. Exactly. More than a hand talker, I'm a face rubber. For sure. And a hat player with her. I've always been playing with my hats too. Let's see here. Yeah, that would be really cool. Do you remember Pablo? Pretty big news. If he needs Picasso, that would be a young Picasso would also be fun. Let's see here. The Magic Bat. I like that. Group of kids grab a bat, travel back in time to visit past athletes and learn the history of sports. It's a great idea.
I really like that.
You should be writing some of these down, maybe. Yeah. You start a little note stock with some of this stuff.
Absolutely.
It's great. And make sure to write people's names too. That's Scott Dietz, Dietz. We'll give when the book happens. I will give shout outs to anyone that was involved in the brainstorming process, and we will have this video for posterity, and you can say, I was there when the Magic Bat was invented. In fact, I created the Magic Bat idea. Here's the proof, here's the comment. Let's see here. Anyone play Nicktoons Baseball on the Wii? I do not. I haven't had a console in a long time. Kind of crap at console games, to be honest. Ever paint some lineup cards? I don't know. Like card art on them? I don't know. What are the lineup cards? Are those the ones with the red borders? Lineup, is like starting lineup? Is that a thing?
I'm honestly not sure.
I don't know.
Lineup cards,
Maybe.
I thought, the lineups for like a game, like the lineup where you write the lineups, but I don't think that's what they mean.
Yeah, I don't know. We need some clarity on that. Don't play poker. I got too many tells. Yeah, I don't play poker. I play blackjack, but not that well. Corey just bought a hat. Awesome, man. What color did you get? Yeah, royalties, exactly. Magic Treehouse is Luke's bedtime story series. That's awesome. Man, I love the magic bat idea. I think that's really cool. Or it could be a magic hat also. Bam. That could be the sequel. MLB lineup cards from the games. I have not painted those. That would be awesome.
Oh, okay. Yeah, from games. That would be really cool.
Amazing Hall of Fame. It's all characters up your alley. Awesome. Let's see. Whatever you do would be great to give kids confidence to navigate the crazy world they're growing up in. My boy 7 acts way older and is feeling the pressure of the world already. Definitely Jason Miller. That would be kind of the whole goal. Inspire kids to be more confident and follow their dreams. Let's see. Terrell is spot on. I didn't see what Terrell said. Let's see. Could be a story where the kid loses a parent from miss his smile again through sports. And gets his smile again through sports. Okay, I can see that. Let's see. Any other projects after 2020? Definitely will be. Don't know what yet. I would love to get something else going with Tops. Sounds like they're interested. Last time we spoke about it. So, we still have a long time. 10 cards in. We got 10 more to go. So I'm not going to, I don't need to rush anything. I feel like my cards are going to get better and better, and fan base is going to get bigger and bigger, which the size of it doesn't really matter, but in terms of negotiating my next deal with Tops, it does. So I'm not in a big hurry. Let's see here. Blake, he worked as a cook until the end of the war when his art skills were recognized and put to use painting sets for Red Cross shows. Awesome, Frank. I'm actually not sure who. Let's see, Frank Murphy. Oh, Leroy Neiman.
Yeah.
Man. One of my faves. That's awesome. I did not know that he served in the Army during World War II. Works as a cook. Second yawn of the stream. If we do 3, we might have to call it 3 yawns and you're out. That's what I would say.
Is that one?
That was 2. That was 2.
Yawn 2.
Yeah. Let's see. Who's the guy that does art baseballs and glues things to Fatisi or something? I'm not sure what Fatisi is. On the Fatisi? I don't know what that is. Let's see. These ideas are fading towards Harry Potter. That's true, actually. Yeah. Like a Harry Potter baseball hybrid. I could see that being popular. All right, let's see here. That's awesome. Donald Driver, Green Bay Packers wide receiver, writes children's books. His first was on bullying. Will you look that up? Because he could be a good guest for the pod.
Great guess.
Yeah. And, I've painted a bunch of Packers, so I could probably get to him. Like an intro. A little kid saves endangered animals. I like that. How you saved every animal. Insects. Yes, I do save insects and mice and all the good stuff. Silverfish. Joe Torre does a lot of great stuff for kids. Collab with him. Torre? Okay, I don't know. Cool.
He's former Yankee manager, baby.
Cool.
Joe Torre.
Sounds like a good dude.
Great dude.
Let's see. I remember a classic baseball game. I think I had anyone else play that. Okay. Sports got me through my parents' divorce as a kid. Man, Terrell, I'm sorry that happened, but I'm glad that you had sports to help. Let's see. Man, these comments are coming faster than I can read them. You guys are the best. Let's see here. Bam, bam. Picture book. So a picture book bio about Leroy would be a slam dunk. Yeah, that could be very cool. He's huge inspiration. Yeah, that would be rad. Coaches helped me when parents could not. They didn't get it, but coaches did. Nick, awesome. Sophia Chang and Andrew Thiel have done baseballs. Yep, I saw. Yeah, she did the. Sophia did the Trout companion balls, which are cool, and Thiel did. Where did those come out? I think with his Jeter card,
Yeah.
like the silver, like the. Those were cool.
He's done a couple companion cards.
No, he did a ball though. He
Oh,
did
he
a
did a ball.
he did a ball, yeah, also. And I think it was around when his Jeter card came out. Sports and music, the two most therapeutic things in life. Yep. Go Pack Go. Donald Driver's the man. Blake's here for the culture. I don't think that's true, Oliver.
Yeah, I disagree.
Yeah, I disagree. I mean, I'm here for the culture, sure. Let's see here. Blake is here, FTC. Oh, that means for the culture. I didn't know what that meant until you wrote it right below, so thank you for that. Oh, my dad says I knew who Joe Torre was when I was 3.
Yeah,
That's pretty great.
That was pretty funny.
That is pretty great. I mean, we grew up kind of hating the Yankees, so it's probably bad things I heard about them.
Oh,
Cartoon kids opening packs and being transported to major sports events. The personalities on the card, nice. I like the time travel pack concept. Let's see here. He was with the Braves. Oh, was he with the Braves back then? Grant asks. Maybe. I don't know. I'm 35 now,
He
so
wasn't with the Yankees.
yeah.
So,
All right.
I don't know where he was.
Thiel did a bat painted like a meteor for the Trout as well. That's awesome. Really need to get some more plates. Don't know what that means. Leroy Nemeth also persevered through having his leg amputated later in life, kept painting, ended up living in the same home and studio that Norman Rockwell lived and painted in. Also a fun fact that I had no idea. That's crazy. Reminds me, I mean, it doesn't really remind me, but it made me think of, so when I first moved to New York, I went to an art show that was at Basquiat's old studio, one of his studios. I think he had several throughout his time in New York. And I was super, like, very, very hyped to, like, go and, like, be in the physical space that he painted so many cool things in. Turns out it's like a storefront where the show was, and they just had like some old photographs of him in the studio, but the studio was like behind and downstairs, like in the basement, and they wouldn't let anyone go in there. So kind of felt like a bummer. So anyways, that's what made me think, being in the space where greatness was created is a kind of a cool concept. Leroy lived to be 91. That is badass. Plates is in plates on the barbell. Ah, nice. Yeah, got to rack them up. It's funny, when we first started this project, plates were hot plates with card art because all I had was paper plates in the studio to put cards on. Look how far we've come. Now plates are dumbbells, or not dumbbells, but, well, I guess they're just called plates. I don't know. Weight plates. Yeah, Mike, that's just, yeah, I mean, I grew up not really big fan of the Yankees. Spoiler alert. But that's okay, let's see here. Was anyone in your studio before you? Well, I mean, the building was something, but it wasn't Artist Studios. The landlord got a long-term lease, basically gutted the whole entire floor and chopped it up and divided it into studios. So less concerned about who is in it before, but whoever gets it next is really getting some magic, because we've had some great times in that studio, and I hope that they stay art studios for a long time after I'm onto other studios or places, and I hope that people know the history of it, I guess. All the fun times that happen there. Good night, Nick. Thank you for tuning in. Let's see. Story idea. A person has the power to make everyone in his presence a great athlete, giving people a huge high for the day. Then he's gone. Okay. Nick, man, thanks again for tuning in. I really appreciate you. Stay well, stay safe. Have a good night. I'm going to call it soon, too. We're at 11:20. We'll go a couple more minutes. We'll make it an hour-long stream. Let's see here. What else we got? Modern take on damn Yankees. Let's see. Just keeping it going. Magic and highly painted floor. Well, it's funny because I almost moved out of my studio like a year ago. I was going to actually just move, same landlord, into a different building that he has about a mile away. It was a space roughly the same size, but he just had a better deal on that property, and so it was like 30% cheaper. It seemed like a no-brainer to me. Also on the second floor, also that building had an elevator. So I was going to move, and the landlord said, you have to paint the floors. And I was very bummed because I had, at that point, worked in the studio for, 8 or 9 months. And the reason that he was letting me get out before my year lease was up is because I was just going to a different unit of his, and he was going to rent this one, to someone else. So he made me paint over the whole floors, and then the space I was supposed to be moving into, the people that were moving out of that space changed their mind and stayed, and so I stayed, and then I had to start over on my floors. And now they look awesome again, and someday I'm going to have to repaint them again, but it is what it is. We do have a lot of pictures throughout the years, which is great. Brian Abbott asks, what are my thoughts on Mr. Cartoon putting his face on his Gwyn cart today? I think it's fun. I like artists that do stuff that nobody else has done, and no one else that I can think of that I know of has put their face on a cart. So, good for him. I think it's great. Let's see here. Yeah, I did paint the floors. Yeah, you want me to sign it? I was also thinking, I was literally contemplating, taking a skill saw and chopping out some of my favorite sections of the floorboard and replacing them. And the landlord did say, as long as I replace them, then I'm welcome to do that. The trouble is, in that particular space, he screwed the plywood floor planks to, the whatever joists or whatever they're called, on the ground. He screwed them in, sunk the screw, and then he bondoed over the top. So if I could simply unscrew it, I would definitely take some floorboards out and maybe chop them up and make them cool abstract art pieces. But because he bondoed over all the screw holes, I decided it would be very, very challenging. Leroy also illustrated a picture book, Casey at the Bat, in 2002. You really are the perfect artist to illuminate his life on the pages of a children's picture book. Thank you, Frank. I love it. I really like that idea. Take a little bit of, research and licensing, sorting out the details, but that's not something that I'm afraid of. So really appreciate that. Just Jeff, he's talking about Leroy Neiman. Let's see here. I live in Milford, Connecticut. Every other weekend or so it's my turn to head to Long Island. Boyfriend's in Hicksville. Right on. Octavio, Relics. Yeah, we'll have news on that pretty soon, actually. We're trying to make some progress on that. It's going pretty good. Sand the floors and paint the fence. Yep. You can definitely still cut through the screws. Yes. I definitely could cut through the screws. I just, when I move out of the space, I have a ton of art to move with me anyways. I don't know if I want to add floor art. Maybe I'll just take a little piece of it just to have. That'd be pretty cool. My only other art studio I've had before this is at my parents' house in California, and so those floors still exist and I can access them. So it actually would be pretty fun to have like a small, like a 12 by 12 square of each floor studio, and then make like a thing out of it. It'd be awesome. Yeah, it's a really good idea, Frank. I think it's awesome. Let's see here. A cartoon series. Go back to the Little League P2020 guys. Make the more modern players the bad guys while the older players are trying to redeem themselves. Okay. Kristen, I don't know if you're talking to me or someone else about meeting up for a drink or a slice, but sounds good if me. Yeah, really cool idea, Frank. I like that a lot. You guys get up to New Hampshire. I have not. Not that there's much reason to come here, unless you ski in the winter. I snowboard a little bit, not crazy, but I have fun with it. Matt, if I ever need help cutting floors, give you a ring. Okay, well, when I know when I'm moving out, I might take you up on that. Yeah, Frank, you got to get up here to the studio ASAP. That would be awesome. You got some time. Like I mentioned earlier on the stream, I think it was before you popped in, somebody had asked about that, and we are still exploring that, but we're not rushing into anything, and that is good. Hey, home run Mike Pence. Or Hunter Pence, sorry. I don't know why I said Mike. I was thinking Mike. I was like Mike Trout. I don't know, combine Mike Trout and Hunter Pence because Mike Trout hits home runs. Underpants. It's awesome. Also, yeah. Anyways. Yeah, lots of waterfalls up there. Okay, that's cool. All right, so we're 127. I'm feeling the next yawn coming, so I think I'm gonna call it, guys. Like I said, I do want to try and do wrap out the rest of the Trout autos. We're signing the Reds. I knew it was coming. I could feel it. The yawn. It starts back here, working its way forward. Anyways, very much appreciate all of you guys tuning in. Thank you for all the amazing ideas. This is going to be great to come back to. I will go back and watch this stream and look at all the comments and take some notes, and I really appreciate it very much. So, political Blake, Mike Pence, Jamieson. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, whatever. Sorry, guys. Hunter Pence. You guys knew what I'm talking about. Yeah. Thank you, Tyrrell. I appreciate that. If we do get up to New Hampshire, we'll definitely take you up on that. Just Jeff's out. Take care. We're doing the same thing. Yeah, paint tomorrow. I don't know what I'm painting, but I will paint something tomorrow. And yes, Frank Murphy, will there be a collab auto with Trout and Baller? With you and Trout and Baller? I don't think there'll be a triple, but Ben and I are planning on doing, I think we're going to do 10 dual autos. And those will go half on his website and half on mine. So as soon as I know kind of more details on that, I'll keep you guys, tapped into the details. Camilla Pence, nice. Okay. Yeah, never gonna live that one down, I guess. Waiting to see who puts a Santa hat on a player in December. That's a good idea. Yeah, thank you guys so much. Stay awesome. I think everyone here is already subscribed. If you're not, subscribe down below. Make me happy. I'm here every night, Monday through Friday, 10:23 p.m. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I will be painting. Appreciate you guys. Stay awesome.